Now, these 3 prisoners have been transferred here for your inspection. You gotta interrogate them as needed, and then decide their fate. The convicted are usually executed, or given a trial by combat to see if they're worthy. Whatever you decide, you will be the one to carry out the sentence.
I was hoping this would keep me entertained.
Fine. Let's get started. This one on the left.
You freaks aren't getting anything new out of me. Just do whatever you're gonna do.
You can either talk to me or to the Inquisitors, and I promise, I have a much sunnier disposition.
Get lost. I've been through this routine. I already know all your Inquisitors by name.
Impudent to the last. As I was saying, she was sent to kill an Imperial spy in the Yavin system. Throughout her torture, she maintained that she was hired anonymously.
Get it through your damn head! I had no idea he was Imperial, and I don't know who hired me.
So you're telling me you're not a Republic assassin?
I'm not political. I work for whoever pays.
The point is, she doesn't deny the charge. So now you must decide, execution or trial by combat. Which do you choose?
Her spirit is unbroken. Give this woman a weapon. She will fight for her life.
Whatever you say, kid.
This is stupid. Give me the damn sword.
I'm surprised. She faced her death well.
I admire her for that.
Please, I am a fellow Sith. Grant me the same opportunity you afforded the assassin. I deserve a trial by combat. I beg you.
Your name, now.
This part of Waste is Davotech, once a valued Sith champion, until he botched an important mission and caused 1,000 Imperial deaths. Now look at him.
I served faithfully for 24 years. Then one mistake, and they threw me away. Now I have been left here to rot. Please, let me feel the weight of a weapon once more.
You're not worth the effort. Live on in shame.
Then I am misery. Languishing here is worse than death.
And I thought his disgrace had already hit rock bottom.
There are always new depths to discover. I bet he can sink even lower.
Well, this last prisoner's a bit of a puzzle. He's called Breg, and he's a jittery little wretch, suspected of supplying forged documents to Republic agents. Strangely enough, he maintains his innocence, despite being severely tortured.
Nebaga imana, naki naya, bila magnam unya kamna lebek.
Your ramblings are falling on deaf ears. Confess and the torture will stop.
Karipaka yang naya, harakam serik mera. Nebaga imana, naki naya, bila magnam unya kamna lebek.
He's never wavered from that line, and the evidence is circumstantial. I suppose it's actually possible he didn't do it. So, what do you decide?
This matter is beneath me. Throw him back in his cell.
Karipaka yang naya, harakam serik mera.
Well, I guess it's back to solitary for him. Well, that's that. You're an interesting one, kid. I can see why people are keeping tabs on you. Head back to Overseer Tremel. See what he thinks of your choices.
On to the business at hand, your test in the jails. First, the assassin, Solence. She attempted to kill an Imperial spy, but was unaware of her client's affiliation. Why did you grant her trial by combat?
Just for kicks. It amused me. You have a problem with that.
Never waste a potential resource. A trained assassin who demonstrated fortitude and amorality? The Empire could have utilized her skills. Now, the failed warrior, Devotech, he begged you to let him die fighting. You left him languishing in his cell. Why?
Why spare him the indignation? Death would only relieve his suffering.
So now we continue to waste resources housing him? Devotech was an utter waste of space. Once something is no longer useful, it should be eradicated. Remember that. Now the forger who maintained his innocence. You refused to deal with him. Explain.
I ignore gnats and puddles of water. Must I explain that as well?
Yes. In fact, you do. Deciding not to engage is sloppy. You left the issue in limbo. Things fall through the cracks when they are disregarded. No matter how insignificant something seems, be definitive. You must always be thinking and considering every angle. Aside from a strong and skilled sword arm, that will be what impresses Darth Barris the most. In each situation, you failed to find the path of the thinking Sith. If we have any hope of you supplanting Vemrin in Darth Barris's eyes, you must improve quickly.
I'll try harder, Overseer, I promise.